This last video is all about taking action, getting it done. Okay, so I hear a lot of people say, well, I don't have enough time, and there's all these excuses, and really you can do something about that. You can outsource and get some help, whether it be around the house, whether it be you ask your husband. Just go and get stuff done. Stop talking about it, stop watching another thing, just go and take some action on any of the points we've talked about. Or you may have something where you're like, I was supposed to do that first video, I never did it. Go and do it. The more you take the action, the easier it will become. It's always awkward before it becomes elegant. That's what one of my mentors tells me. I know that there's different seasons in my business, and sometimes I need a one-on-one coach. Sometimes I need to be in a group program. Sometimes I can get what I need just by a phone call from a friend. You know, it's like, get the help and support that you need to move yourself forward quicker, because you don't want to be at this place at the same time next year wondering why you didn't make that business idea happen, or why you didn't add that extra branch to your business. Why didn't you take the action? You know, maybe you've been sitting on a web development that's been taking 6 months because you've not given the copy to your web designer. And trust me, I've seen that happen. Or you're like, you know, you want to create your own group, but you're agonizing over what the banner image should look like, or you're not going live on your website because you're agonizing over the slight little tweak that needs to happen to your logo. Just get it out. Done is better than perfect. Elizabeth Gilbert says it in her book. You know, it's about like feeling when you get, you know, when you get that like inspired action, like just go and do it right in that time. Don't let the tiger run away. That's also from her book. You know, that piece of inspiration that comes to you, and it can leave, like it can go. So when you get that inspired action, make sure that you act on it. So write it in your journal, write it out. Like it could be a really good blog post that came to you, an idea for a video, or it could be a post that you're going to share on Facebook where you're going to really share your story and you're going to go deep with it, and then you're going to connect with those clients. And the more action that you take and the more consistent you get, the more people are going to know about your idea, your business, and what you're doing, and how you're helping people, however it may be. It may be a service offering. It could be done for you. You could be a virtual assistant. You could be a photographer, you could be a coach. So like just getting yourself out there, being consistent. Because remember, people are not sitting 24/7 on your Facebook profile or on your Instagram account. They are more worried about what people think of them than they are thinking about you. So you are sitting there thinking, what are all these people thinking about me? Are they going to think that I sound silly, or I look stupid, or they don't like my offer, or this and that? They are sitting there thinking the exact same thing, and they're also not taking action. So it's really, really important to get yourself into moving into action. Make a mistake, do the video, delete it if it doesn't sound great, leave it up if it, you know, you made a mistake and you sneezed in the middle of it, doesn't matter, it's live video. Or, you know, you can record video and then you can just edit out some of that, but don't sit there editing out every single and every single and all of that. Just, it doesn't have to be so perfectly perfect. Like I could have stopped myself from making this 4-part video series because I've done it on my phone with a tripod, and I think it's great. I actually wanted to do it with our professional cameras. We were going to put 2 up, and but then we didn't have the batteries charged, and it's like, you know what, it's about the content. It's about the content. It's not about what you look like or how fancy your camera is. And yes, we will do it with the other cameras eventually, and I'll do more videos and I'll do more audios, and so can you. So get your first audio training out there, or create your first PDF giveaway. Like, just start to take the action, start to play with things, and then when you really get stuck, hire someone to help you. Whether it's like, okay, I'm handing this over and I'm getting a personal assistant, or I'm getting a housekeeper, or I'm going to hire someone to do my Facebook ads for me, or I'm going to hire a virtual assistant who sets up my lead pages, or whatever it may be. just get the help, get the education, start to move forward, because if you don't do it, you could be sitting here in 6 months' time wondering why your business hasn't taken off yet. And it's because you didn't take action, or because you bought a WordPress theme, installed it yourself, and then couldn't figure out how to get the website done, and it's just still sitting there. Just get the help. It's a business, okay? It's not a job. So remember that any money that does start coming in, there's always a percentage that goes to the tax man, that goes to the accountant, that pays your outsourcing people. But it's like, what can you invest back in your business? Is it going to be a done for you service that is going to take away all the stuff that you don't like? Or is it going to be getting help in terms of, like, I am in a very high level 8-week group coaching program with a guy who bills $25,000 a day in his business, and to do a 1-day intensive with him coaching is 25 grand. So I am investing, even, it doesn't matter what level you're at, there's always going to be another level where you're going to push up. So that's the exciting thing about business. So it doesn't change. You kind of get to these different ceilings, and so the maybe the more money you make, you may get comfortable earning like $2,000 a month, then you'll get comfortable at 5, then you'll get comfortable at like 10, then you'll get comfortable at 15, 20, and every time you've got to like bust through some mindset shifts, you've got to take new action, you've got to try new things, because the same things that you did to get $2,000, it's not going to be enough anymore to get $20,000. It's good enough to do organic social media and posting and sharing your story, 2, 5, possibly 10, but then you've got to move from that and start to scale it. So you've got to look at your business and look at, okay, well, where can we scale this thing? Where can we get in more income streams? How can we improve the current business that I have, and then, get multiple income streams in? And, there's different types of business models that you can do. There's obviously, if you are a coach, there's different levels of access that people can have to you. So you could think about different things like a membership site where it's not as much access, it's a monthly fee and it's a low fee, and you have a Facebook group and that kind of thing. Then you can have like an 8-week group coaching course, for example, where it's a bit of a higher ticket because they've got access to you, and they're answering you do like a teleclass, and you're answering their questions, and you're teaching, and you've got a Facebook group, and then you create, for example, if you want to teach something, and you create an online course, or then you have your one-on-one coaching where like people are then paying a premium for your time because you only have a certain amount of time. And I work with women who are experienced in their fields, like people who've got degrees, people who've been doing this for 10 years, like whatever it is your industry, wedding planners, photographers, whatever it is that you do, and people are starting to come to you and want to get mentored, and you're getting those emails, you're getting those questions, and people are showing interest, and they want you to do workshops, and you're like, you're not sure how to market for that. It's a great way to add an income stream into your business. It's really nice to help people who are coming up, because they are going to be the newbies coming up, and why not rather educate them in a good way? Like, I've helped a photographer based in Cape Town. She came to me, she had hardly been shooting, she was feeling disillusioned, and we're like, right, how can you market your photography business? What do you need to do? How are you going to get your blog coming up in Google? Like, where do you need to be? Which social media platforms do you need to be on? How can you use Facebook ads as a photographer? And then you go through this, and now like she had a goal of what income she wanted to be, and we doubled the goal by the end of the coaching package. So it's just like she had a goal of a monthly income she wanted to get to, and it was doubled by the time we finished, because the mindset changes once you take the action and you do the marketing, and you get yourself in, like, out of, oh my gosh, what are they going to think of my pictures? What if nobody likes my pictures? What is the industry going to think? When it's really about the client, it matters what the client thinks. Okay, so really just getting yourself into action, and knowing what steps to take. That's the key.